Is it going to be a boy or a girl? You tell me. A boy? You think so?
Good morning and welcome back to my channel. We have a very exciting day today. We are going for an ultrasound and an OB appointment, and I am running super behind, so I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible. I don't know why I curled my hair other than it was just one of those days I woke up and it was in like every single direction, so I felt like I just didn't have a choice other than to style it some way. And so anyway, before you get an ultrasound done, you're supposed to have something that is high in sugar. And I think that says a lot, actually, in terms of how sugar affects the body. If they're telling you in the womb to make sure that you drink something or eat something that has sugar in it so that the baby is really active, like hyperactive, what does that mean when they come out of the womb? You know? Anyway, so last time I had one done, I'm kind of making it just this like ridiculous tradition. I got like a Sunny D, but it was electric red. It was like a strawberry orange medley something. And I had that, and the guy was like, "Your baby is too fast. I can't get a picture of this baby." So, to keep up with the tradition, and because I just think it's really funny, I have now gotten the second most insane looking beverage that you can. This is Calypso Ocean Blue Lemonade, which I thought was fitting because if you saw my other vlog, we have nicknamed this little thing Blueberry, or Bloob for short. So, I'm downing this, drinking tons of water. This has 50 grams of sugar. And coming from a keto, low-carb background, it is hard to swallow. I mean, not like figuratively, but actually it's kind of hard to swallow because I just brushed my teeth. So oh no. Anyway, we're downing that, trying to get ready. Have to head out the door in probably about 10 minutes. Yeah, it's going to be a very exciting day. Then I've got to go to work, but that's fine. We'll stop for maybe a lunch, maybe a bakery, maybe, I don't know, just something. Hugh's going to come with me. This is the second time he's come with me to an appointment, so that's exciting. The first one was for the last ultrasound we did. But yeah, I'm going to take you guys with me. I gotta run. Let's do this. So this is my little outfit of the day. I haven't really bought maternity clothes. I bought a couple pairs of linen shorts with an elastic waist and linen pants, but I haven't really been wearing them. I've just been wearing my biker shorts. I find them more comfortable with the elastic waist. I don't know if I wear it above the belly or below. If I wear it above, I feel really wide and a little bit like Humpty Dumpty. If I wear it below, I feel like I'm a girl who stole her boyfriend's boxer shorts type of thing. But yeah, anyway, it's actually really gloomy today, so I've just thrown something on over top. But how crazy is it from the front? You could kind of get away with not even looking pregnant. And yet, we got all of this happening. So just remember that next time you are maybe being a little unkind to yourself in a photo, how much angles are everything. Because I could like sort of, I mean, maybe it's just my imagination, pass off from this angle that I'm not pregnant. But in reality, we've got a blueberry potato growing. Anyway, I gotta go. Once again, I am at a cat visit where I seem to do all of these sit-down chats where I'm sharing massive, life-changing news. You know, as you do, I just happen to be at work. But yeah, I just love ultrasound appointments so much. It's usually about a month or longer before we get to see this little one again. And I've noticed that in that time I can almost like not be disconnected because I'm literally getting kicked all of the time, but there's just something about seeing it and it makes me emotional and get like teary-eyed every time. It's just like, wow, you know? We have actually known the gender for a few weeks now, since our last ultrasound appointment. So this really was a growth assessment ultrasound, and for me to share with you what the gender is. So if you saw the video where I went through all of the old wives' tales and you made your guess on what you think the gender is, hold on to your prediction based on everything that you heard, based on that intuition, based on just whatever you think the energy is. I'm at this cat visit and they just so happen to have had a baby maybe 8 months ago. So I've got, is it a girl? Is it a boy? Drum roll. It's a boy! Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get emotional. I've known for weeks. Why am I getting so emotional? Oh my gosh, it is a boy. Can confirm. When we saw on the ultrasound the last time, the guy was so funny. He held this photo and he goes, there's a leg, and in the middle there's a, it's a boy. And then today, Ken confirmed, saw a scrotum. She's like, there's the scrotum. I'm like, okay, now we definitely know for sure we are having a baby boy. I am just so happy. We're over the moon. And oddly enough, we know about 3 or 4 other people really close to us, like our best friend couple, Hugh's brother and my sister-in-law, one of Hugh's best friend co-workers, all pregnant, all due within 3 months of each other, all boys. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what is happening, but I am so happy. We would have been happy either way, honestly. And I know people say that just to say it, but then deep down they kind of like really want one or the other. I would have been happy either way. I always said growing up that I feel like I should have boys because I grew up such a tomboy. I played sports. I always made better friends with guys. I always had similar interests. Like I said, like sports and music and drinking beer. And I was just never a girly girl. I played with bugs and I ran around the forest and I made mud and just got dirty all the time. Like I just grew up such a tomboy. I dressed like a tomboy that it kind of freaked me out that should I have a girl, what do I do if she is a glitter princess, pink ballet loving, like I wouldn't know what to do. But granted, I could have a boy that's into all of that as well, and that would be totally cool as well. I just had a feeling. We both knew from the beginning it was going to be a boy. And majority of the people that I know in real life, friends and family, almost all predicted boy except for like a couple. And I think they were just playing the odds. So we are having a boy. We are still working on boy baby names. I find them so much more challenging. I literally have 4 girl names that I could use like that and would be so happy with any single one of them. We have a list and we do have a front runner, but then we just keep coming out with more and be like, do we like it more than that front runner? I don't know. But yeah, it's a boy. Good morning. We are at my blood glucose test, round 2, take 2. I have been fasting for about 15 or 16 hours now. I don't think they said I had to fast that long because I am pregnant, but that is how much I want to pass this test. It has been about a week since my last appointment where I learned that I would have to do this all over again. Except for today, it's a 2-hour test. They have to draw your blood twice. So yeah, I have not had anything overtly sugary in about a week. I have had some fruit. Even that's been a lot less than what I was having before. Honestly, I can't wait to have some fresh fruit in just like as much quantity as I want. But I have to pass this test. I think my ego and my soul need me to pass this test more than even my body. I think if I'm a little bit high, I still might deny any sort of additional assistance, if that's even possible. It might be mandatory. I don't really know. I failed my first test by only 0.4. So I'm hoping that this time I will have better results. I can't wait to eat. I brought myself a few little snacks for afterwards because I have to go straight to work from here. I don't really want to stop and get a whole meal. I don't really want to go home and eat something and then go back out. So I'm just going to have a couple little snacks afterwards to tie me over. And then I'll go home, I'll eat something, and I have a coaching session later tonight with a client. But first things first, we need to get this test underway. I'm really not looking forward to drinking the glucose water, which if you've never done it before, you would think sugar water wouldn't taste so bad, but it's like sugar water meets like a dental office, like a fluoride, like it tastes medicinal. but especially on like a fasted pregnant belly, ugh. I just don't think it's gonna go as well as go down as well as the first one, but we're going to just get it over with. Now I have to pay a small fortune for parking to just sit in a waiting room for 2 hours. Anyway, wish me luck. I'm free. Oh my gosh, I am so thirsty. Thank God, I'm so thirsty. I'm sure I could have had water, but I just didn't bring it with me, so just sitting there for hours. I'm like a pincushion. I had to get my blood drawn 3 times. Let's just have a little snack. We're going to have a little debrief and a little snack. So I took my blood first, then she had to watch me chug the glucose solution. Last time they just handed it to me and they're like, drink it within 5 minutes and come back and give us the bottle back. And this time, I don't know, maybe because it's my second time, she wanted to watch me, so she got like the exact minute that I finished it. And so I just downed it. And then I had to wait an hour, get my blood drawn, wait another hour, get my blood drawn. And you're not supposed to move around. You're not supposed to walk around that much. But after I drank the drink, the Kool-Aid, I started to feel pretty nauseous. I'm not going to lie. Drinking just straight syrup water on an empty stomach when you're pregnant, well, I mean, probably at any time, really. It's really awful. I was just sitting there in the world's smallest waiting room. There were like 11 seats, but we were all just like crammed in and just watching people just get so frustrated because some people have appointments, other people are walk-ins, and just like, oh, it was interesting for people watching, but quite honestly, I felt so nauseous for that first hour that I just put on meditation music and kept my eyes closed for the most part. Then after the second round, used the washroom. I tried to read a little bit. I'm waiting for my next library book to come in. So just a random book I pulled off the bookshelf of Hughes. I read one chapter and I was just like, I just can't deal with this. So I put meditation music back on, just closed my eyes, waited it out. But yeah, human beings are gross. It's like a cesspool. There was another pregnant girl beside me. She was like way more pregnant than I am. And I get it. Like, you're pregnant, you're uncomfortable, especially she's clearly due very soon. She put her bare feet up on one of the chairs. And like I said, there were only 11 chairs, and there was a time when I had to wait out in the hallway, just standing, because there were no more chairs. And she's sitting here with her bare feet on a public waiting room chair that someone else is going to sit in. I don't know. Ugh. Gross. Anyway, I should have my results in 24 to 48 hours. And now that I have gone through this before, I'm essentially an expert on what I'm looking for. That's not true. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they average between the 3 blood draws or they give you each one. That'll be different. But my doctor said she'd email me, but I know she's off this week. But I can get in and at least see my own numbers. And then that's what we have our good friend chat for, you know, to give you some more assistance. But I know that we're aiming for below 7.8. We'll find out. Okay, I just had a Baby Bell. Now I've got these Diesel. This is my favorite protein powder that I use. It's like a really low carb, low sugar, high protein powder. But I've never tried the bars before. This one is chocolate chip peanut butter. I mostly just got them for Hugh's lunches. But in a pinch, always good to have. So this is 200 calories for one bar, 18 grams of protein, and 7 grams of carbohydrates. You know, the thing about being pregnant is it feels like I have a third business or job with all of these appointments to keep up with, all the things you need to do, all the things you need to think about. Like, honestly, it is a full-time job. And then I just have 2 businesses on top of that. So, it tastes like a protein bar. It's not bad. I've definitely had worse. So, this one's okay. You just have to watch out for stuff like this because these are things where it feels like I could easily eat this, but some of them are like 360 calories or 400 calories or something. And then at the same time, you don't really feel like you've had a meal, so then you kind of want a meal anyway. So this is my breakfast with a little Baby Bell, and I'll probably eat right when I get home from work. Anyway, fingers crossed for the results. I'll keep you posted. So I'm pretty sure my lab results are in. Don't mind. Okay. She's a little spooked. We had the ceiling fan on and we almost never use it. So when we put it on, she thinks the world is like coming to an end. Anyway, so far so good. It looks like we already have an indicator that the results may be a little bit better than last time. Let me just turn this around to show you. Okay. As we can see from the first test, we had a yield sign, sort of clearly there might be something wrong here. And like I said, my numbers were just out of range, but it was enough to flag me and have me do the test all over again. I'm just going to go through very quickly because it's got all of my personal information that we don't need to post on the interweb. And I have smashed it. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a look. 4.7 fasting, 8.7 after I drank the horrendous liquid, and then 2 hours after that it dropped back down to 5. That is how you do it. That is how you pass a blood sugar test from somebody who has been doing keto or low carb for like 7 years. Essentially, all I did to really ensure that I passed this test, specifically because, like I said, it would eat my soul alive if I had to meet with a nutritionist. I'm not kidding. Basically, the week leading up, I eliminated anything that was like proper sugar. I did have a little bit of sugar-free sweetened with stevia chocolate with unsweetened peanut butter. I stayed away from breads and pastas and really processed carbohydrates, but I still had things like potatoes and corn on the cob, and I think that's about it in terms of higher carb things that I had. But yeah, I am so happy that I've passed this test. I also got an email from my OB that basically just said, no gestational diabetes, yay. That's all it said. So we are in the clear. Thank you so much for joining me on this little adventure. This is just one more step in this pregnancy journey that I did not know I was going to be taking. Thank you so much for just being here with me. It's been really fun to document and share, and your response has really meant the world to me. Thank you if you took time to watch and vote your gender prediction. Now it's been revealed, and it just always feels so good to share another piece of this with you, because keeping things a secret and hiding things is just getting way too difficult now that I have just entered my 3rd trimester. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps support my channel, and I can't wait to continue to bring you with me every step of the way. We will see you in the next video.